All right, welcome everyone to our weekly webinar, our Oil Tribe weekly living and sharing 201 education webinars. My name is Stephanie Dunning. I gotta change that little image there. And I am one of the presenters that present weekly, along with my sister-in-law, Allie Kiley. We are here just to educate you guys, whether you're just a customer or you're actually sharing doTERRA as a business. So we do this for our downline. If you don't know who I am, this is me. So that is me and my newly husband, Samuel, and of course our cute little kiddo, Brody. We have been sharing doTERRA for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years the end of this month. And we absolutely love what we do. It has been such a blessing to our home and our life since using doTERRA. We use the oils daily in our life, as well as it is my main source of income and eventually will be the only source of income that we have. Let's see, I have a couple people in the chat. I just want to make sure. Is there still feedback? All right, I want to make sure that I'm clear and everyone can hear me very clear. I'll wait, but it's scratchy. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna try to fix it. 1 second, guys. Is that better? Is it better? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. A little better? Okay, let me try. It also could be picking up people cooking in my kitchen and you're hearing sizzling and not scratching. Is it scratchy now? All right. Oh, what happens when I speak? Oh no. Can you hear me? Okay, are we better? Sorry guys, I just want to make sure I'm clear. Crystal clear. Okay, well, I'll continue, and if it's not good, I apologize. But anyways, this is me and my little family, and we absolutely love using essential oils. We use them daily. It's been amazing seeing how much our lifestyles have changed. By using the oils, we are a lot more self-conscious about what we use on our bodies, and I truly feel that doTERRA has been an absolute blessing in our home. So I'm going to get started on really what we're here for tonight, and that is our education portions. So the living section, I am going to talk about the most awesome specials that we have right now. The month of August is super hot with specials. I'm super excited about it. So I'm going to be talking about these 3 in specific. I'm going to get in detail on each one. And I'm super excited to talk about them. But this is just a quick little image of what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the 10% off special that we have this month, the product of the month, and of course, the sweetest thing, a promotion that doTERRA has offered all customers and builders for the month of August. So first things first, Breathe, the respiratory blend. Oh my goodness, you guys, this oil is amazing. It's probably in my top 10 oils you have to have. It's a respiratory blend. It's a blend that promotes clear airways, easy breathing. I use this literally for any time that I need to breathe better. You can also use it in diffusing it in your bedroom at night if you need like a calming effect, or maybe you just need to feel like you need more promotion of clear airways and really just getting that restful night's sleep. It also helps minimize the effects of seasonal threats. I know I have some seasonal allergy type symptom things going on, you know, like running nose, things like that. And Breathe has been so helpful in my daily needs, especially when there's smoke. Summertime and Pacific Northwest is kind of tricky because we get a lot of fires up here. So Breathe is something that I use continuously. It's one of our blends. So it's a blend of essential oils that doTERRA offers. It's laurel leaf, peppermint, eucalyptus, melaleuca, lemon peel, ravensara, cardamom seed as well. So this one is kind of the go-to that we go to the most. I love using this one right before I do yoga. I recently started working out more regularly, and I use Breathe. I just take a drop of it and I swipe it underneath my nose to remember to breathe during my exercises. You can use this oil aromatically, which would be in a diffuser, just smelling it, or you can use it topically. And it is sensitive, has a little bit of a minty coolness feeling, so you could dilute for young or sensitive skin. But it is the go-to oil. So what that means is this is the product of the month. So product of the month is for our LRP customers, which is Loyalty Rewards customers. So you need to do an order of at least 125 PB processed before the 15th of August. So that's why I'm talking about this one first, is because this is the most timely effective. It needs to be processed before the 15th, and you can only qualify for one of them, and you get a free 5 milliliter bottle of Breathe for processing your order at 125. So that's the first super awesome special I wanted to talk about with you guys, is because I absolutely love this oil. I could stock off on it for days, and a 5 milliliter bottle would be super handy just to have on hand. The next thing I'm going to talk about is our 10% off special. So the entire month of August, Intune is going to be 10% off. Normally, Intune is, let's see, wholesale $34.50, so it's going to be 10% off of that. Intune is our focus blend. It's another blend from doTERRA. It has amyris, patchouli, frankincense, lime, ylang-ylang, Hawaiian sandalwood, romaine chamomile, and it's really like a musky, spicy, earthy kind of smell, if you could imagine what that would smell. It enhances and sustains focus. So when I'm trying to learn something, if I need to take a test, right now I'm actually using Intune so I can focus and remember what I'm trying to talk to you guys about. And it really helps those who struggle with paying attention and staying on task. It's school season is getting ready to come up, and I know that kids sometimes they just have a little bit of a struggle, you know, focusing and having those stay on task activities. You can use this at work as well, or even if it's kind of that mid-afternoon like lunge of, you know, that's when you go and grab a Pepsi or a candy bar or whatever it is. Maybe it's a 5-hour energy. I would do Intune and maybe Motivate instead of doing those unhealthy habits. So you can use this aromatically, topically, and this is a great oil. It's pre-diluted, so you could be using it neat, which means you don't need to be putting any dilution on it. This comes in a 10 milliliter roller bottle, so it's already in a roller bottle for easy use of just rolling it on the back of your neck is where I like to use it. You could also dot it on the sides of your temples and then rub it into your scalp. But it is a great, great oil to use for focus. It really, truly is the focus blend. The next one, whole month of August, people, from the 1st to the 31st, you can get free 15 milliliters, so full-size bottles of lemon, lavender, and peppermint with any 160 PB order. So this does not have to be on LRP. It could be a standard order for you customers. Or maybe you want to process before the 15th of the month. You want to put your order up to 160. Not only are you going to get these 3 amazing oils, but you would also get that Breathe, that product of the month that I talked about a little bit earlier. So it is a great deal. These are really the beginner oils. You have to have these oils. If you're doing doTERRA, you've got to have lemon, lavender, and peppermint. If doTERRA is in your house, those should be there. Just those are staple oils that everyone loves. I haven't really had anyone ever say that they hated any of those oils. And there are so many different uses. I know that I have PDFs of like 325 ways to use lemon, lavender, and peppermint in your household. They're so versatile. These are amazing oils to have. Lavender I use daily, lemon I use daily, and peppermint. Now that it's summertime, we are using that daily as well. So I'm going to just list off a couple of my favorite things that we like to use those three for. If you guys have favorite ways that you love using these essential oils, go ahead and start typing that in the chat box, and then I'll share them as well. But one of my top, like, 2 favorite things to share when using lavender is, one, it's a natural antihistamine. So anytime that you have a skin irritation or maybe a bee sting or anything like that, that is going to be your go-to oil. Maybe you cut or scrape any boo-boos. Lavender is that. Also, it promotes restful night's sleep as well as just getting into relaxation mode. So the second way that we use this daily in our home is my son takes a lavender bath every evening. I just do a couple drops in his bath water, and we also make his bath soap with lavender essential oil. So he smells delicious. It's very relaxing. It's relaxing for me and him, and bedtime is a much smoother transition. Lemon. Oh my goodness, lemon smells amazing. Our lemon is actually made from the rind of the fruit. So it's a sweet smell and a sweet taste. I love drinking this in my water. It is my most favorite thing to drink in my water. You want to just make sure you're using a glass or stainless steel cup because it dissolves petrochemicals. So it would dissolve any hard plastics. But lemon also is in our bathroom spray. So I know a lot of people like to buy the poopery or potpourri, you know, either or, but like kind of a gentle bathroom spray, so it smells very nice in your bathroom. What we do actually is every time we use the bathroom, we do 1 to 2 drops in our toilet bowl and just let it sit there. It sits up on top of the water, so it's making my whole bathroom smell amazing. And if I did just use a bathroom, it's going to immediately make that bathroom smell amazing. And it prevents rust and it helps break down calcium. So it's also cleaning my toilet bowl. I mean, what could get better than that? Actually, the thing that could get better than that is the fact that it's only $10. That is pretty amazing. And I just use like 2 drops of it instead of those like magic stick things that you put in your toilet that have like the chlorine and all the nasty things. But I can do that with like not even a penny per use. And it smells so fresh, and everyone's like, oh, it just smells like fresh lemons in your bathroom all the time. And I absolutely love using it. So we actually have a bottle that just sits on the back of our toilet, and that's what we use it for. So if you're ever here and you're ever wondering why there's lemon in there, that's what it's used for. Now, peppermint. Peppermint. I love me some peppermint. Peppermint, one of my most favorite ways that I love using it is the fact that I hate spiders. Spiders are not my thing. I squish them. I'm sorry if you love spiders, but I do not like them. So rather than squishing them all the time, what I do is I take peppermint and I put it in a spray bottle and I spray all my doors and windows at least once a week, especially in the summertime because we get hobo spiders and all kinds of weird, funny, giant spiders in our basement. So I'm continuously spraying peppermint to deter any spiders from our household, and it works because we don't have spiders anymore, which is awesome because we live in a house that was a brick house built back in like the 50s. So we definitely had spiders before we started doing that. The other way I love using peppermint is just to wake up. I love diffusing this just to kind of promote some really invigorating feelings within myself, within my household, you know, especially today. We had a thunderstorm today and I needed to get ready and pack. So I'm leaving town for a week, and diffusing some peppermint and wild orange just kind of chippers everybody's day. So let's see if there's anybody on the chat. I don't see anything yet, but if you guys pop up, I will talk about it. So, but I absolutely love those 3 oils. I could not say enough about those 3 oils. I could honestly do like a 20-minute webinar about those 3 oils, but they are literally staple items everyone needs to have in their household. And it's a great way to just bump your order up a little bit and get those oils included for a discounted price. So normally lavender is about, I believe it's like 21 or 22, peppermint's 21, and lemon is 10. So literally it's about, gosh, it's probably like about 62 to 65 wholesale worth free oils by just bumping your order up a little bit. So up to you, and especially if you're doing the 125 already, I mean, so worth it. So let's see. Does anyone have any questions about the living portion of our evening? I think we're good. All right. So for those of you who are just a customer in doTERRA, that is our living section. I invite you and welcome you to listen to our building section if you would like, just to see, you know, what we're talking about, what we're doing, some strategies that we use. But it's totally an open-ended call for you guys if you would like to stay on. So if not, we will see you guys next week, and thank you for joining us. For those of you who are builders, this is your section, and we are going to get right into it. So our building section topic tonight is following up. You will hear over and over in doTERRA, success is in the follow-up. And this cannot be any more true because really your success is always in the follow-up. That is how you create residual income. You know, we're not hauling buckets. We're not just going out there and sharing doTERRA with everyone once and never checking in with them again and never offering an extended hand again. You're going to be continually building relationships with these people, and that's why doTERRA has chosen to do this as an MLM and as a network marketing company is for the relationship purpose. So some just tips of following up. So after someone has signed up, we're kind of fast forwarding to the after signed up process. They have decided to get a wholesale account, and what you're going to tell them the second that they sign up for their kit, give you the money, you know, fill out their wellness advocate agreement form, you are going to, and when I say fill out giving the money, I meant like putting in their debit card and all that stuff. We don't accept, you know, cash because that gets messy. So after they have filled and completed their wellness advocate agreement form, you're just going to include and say, well, along with your wholesale membership, you automatically get a membership overview as a compliment and just complimentary for signing up and becoming a part of my team. And really that just gives them an extended invitation of like, you get one-on-one time with me to really learn more about your oils and how they're going to work in your household. So you always set that up the second that they order. The second that they decide that they are going to get their membership. As you're entering all their stuff in, you're going to start talking about when you're going to be doing this membership overview. And you schedule it that second, that day, that night, whatever it is. You're scheduling it right then and there. It doesn't have to be in person. It can be over the phone. In person is always better, but if that's not possible, over the phone, you want to wait. I would say at least minimum, give them a week with their oils. So we know on average about our shipping time can be 3 to 5 business days. Probably just say 5 just to be safe because, you know, you don't necessarily know where everyone lives and how often they check their mail and things like that. So I would say give them 5 days after the day that it goes in, so 5 business days. And then you're going to say, starting this day, we could start scheduling your membership overview. But they need to at least have a week. Within that week, you will find either one, they love their oils and they've been using them and they're ready for more. Two, they completely forgot about them, they haven't opened them. Three, they know that they're there and they just forgot everything in the class. So you will find those three things. So the membership overview is a perfect refresher for them. The most beneficial thing out of a membership overview is really them becoming more empowered and comfortable with their oils. That is your whole goal with a membership overview. The second goal of a membership overview is for them to get the most out of their membership and buying their essential oils the most intelligent and most economical way, which is through our loyalty rewards program, just because it saves them so much money versus doing the standard order every single month and not really earning much back. They could be earning that percentage back, as well as they could get full reimbursement on their shipping as credited points. So it really is the most intelligent way to buy our essential oils. I have a couple of people that for a while they just were doing standard orders and they were buying almost every other month. And I was like, you know, it's just kind of like frequent flyer miles or any kind of bonus incentive program. And if you don't want to do it anymore, that's absolutely okay. There's no obligation. So, and you can do a minimum of 5 all the way up to whatever you want to do. And as you can see, there are some great incentives for being on our LRP program. So really, that's really what the membership overview is all about, as well as them kind of understanding and gaining some trust with you as well. So that's also a time for you guys to follow up. You're following up with them. That's going to be your first follow-up with them. The next time, and through the membership overview, it'll walk through and kind of lead you in the direction that you'll need to go with that customer. But we're going to fast forward and say that you did the membership overview and they're on LRP, and maybe it's been a month. I always use this time to make sure I'm always checking in and inviting them to 201 classes, continuing education classes. Of course, they came to that introduction class. Well, I'm going to either pair up with my local team leader or maybe some other people that are around me and do some 201 education. I'm a leadership rank, so I actually teach the 201 education classes, which is like roller bottle make and takes, maybe like babies and moms or, continuing ed, any type of continuing education class. And make sure to ask your upline more about that. Don't feel like you have to do those classes. The best benefit is teaching those together with other wellness advocates, so you kind of all go in on it, or asking an upline who is a leadership rank to teach those classes for you, because I promise you we are more than happy to do that. I know that Deanna, if you're in the Spokane area, she teaches a continuing education class at least once a month. Now that wedding is completely done and over with, I will be having a minimum of one at my house, as well as I also teach them in Coeur d'Alene at the Birthing Center. So there is plenty of availability. I know that Allie Kitely, if you guys are over on the coast, she is super happy to teach the continuing ed classes as well, and she's really great at them too. So make sure that you're just inviting them to more classes, because too much is never enough with the oils. I mean, they can learn more. Maybe they want to learn how to make over their medicine cabinet, or they want to learn how to clean, or they want to how to do, kid stuff. I mean, it's really endless with what you could offer. Let's see, I have a chat. Yeah, so Allie said they have public continuing ed 201s once a month. So if you are over on the coast, that option is available as well. So make sure that you're always offering the continuing of education. What I do with all of my customers is I have some form, and I encourage you all to have some way to get in touch with your customers that you've enrolled once a month. That could be a newsletter if you're a newsletter person, a text blitz, and if you're unsure what a text blitz is, ask your upline. Or what the most common and popular thing that we do is once you start enrolling quite a few people, you start your own customer Facebook group. The reason for this is we don't want to just vomit doTERRA on our personal Facebook pages all the time, because then maybe some friends might start unfollowing us, and you don't want to force people into a group that don't want to be in your group. So really just letting your customer know, would it be okay if I put you in a Facebook group? So if you had any other questions or you wanted to stay up to date on our monthly specials, that stuff would be posted in that appropriate area. 95% of the time, people are so happy that you asked them. For one, you didn't just automatically add them. And two, it's a great resource tool for them if they need something, or maybe they love lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and this is going to be the perfect month for them because they're like, oh, I've been needing to reorder those. I'm so glad that you shared the fact that that is a special this month. So it's a great way for them to see it, because I know all of us as builders, we look in our back office daily, maybe 10 times or so. So we see the specials, but as a customer, most of our customers are not looking in their back office every day. Maybe they're looking once a month just to edit their order, or if they're not on LRP, they're probably not really looking at it at all. So they do get the emails from doTERRA as long as it hasn't gone to their junk mail. But it's just a really great way to make sure that at least your customers are knowing your monthly specials, because that's important, because you never know where the need is and who really needs what from each month. The second thing, or really it's the fourth, is 200 PV special months. I make sure that I contact every personal enrollment that I have, whether it's through text message, Facebook, email, whatever it is, and I shoot them and just say, hey, I hope you're having a great fall or winter, because we do them pretty much every season is how kind of doTERRA does it, is we do one in the fall, one in the winter, one in the spring, one in the summer. I check in with them. I put an image in there saying, hey, we have this great 200 PV special. And you could even do this for the 160 PV special right now. And just shoot them an image like, I just wanted to let you know about this and didn't want you to miss out. You know, hope you're having a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Something simple and just to the point so that they know that you're, you know, still thinking about them, and making sure you're still having a contact. These are relationships with people, so you can absolutely reach out to them, and it doesn't even have to be anything about them purchasing. You could just ask, you know, hey, I really appreciate you for helping out my business and supporting me. For me specifically, I'm a mom, and this is what helps me stay at home. So sometimes I'll just send a thank you card to people, or I'll send them a thank you card with maybe an oil sample of something that I've noticed that they've ordered in the past, or maybe something I know that they don't have yet. Just as like a thank you, and just to let, you know, really bumping up that customer service, because these are relationships that we are creating with people. The next one for following up. If it's been a while, maybe you haven't been super great at following up and you're like, Stephanie, I've been doing this for like a year and I'm really not good at following up. It's okay. It's never too late. You just pick a few each day. Just decide, I'm going to follow up with 2 people today. 2 people that I've talked to, 2 people that I've enrolled, maybe 2 people that might have been interested in the business. Whatever that looks like for you, you're just going to follow up with those people. And as long as you start putting it and then integrating it into your daily tasks, your 631 tasks that you should be doing, it's a really easy way to just decide to do that. If you're having a vendor booth, just take time and say, okay, I'm going to pick class dates and I'm going to text all of these people right now, get it out of the way and do it. But just decide to do those things, and following up will become more of a habit for you. The last one I want to talk about is a 6-month move. So this might be a little advanced for some newer people, but that's absolutely okay. What this means is when we all start out in doTERRA, we probably don't have anyone to put people underneath. All of our people are just going to be on our front line, so that line right underneath you when you look in your back office. So what happens sometimes when someone first starts, and maybe it takes them a little bit for them to find someone that wants to do the business with them, is they start to form a bigger number on their front line. After 6 months, you can do a sponsor enrollment change within doTERRA. And it's called a 6-month inactive movement. which means that it has been 6 months. They haven't ordered anything. They're not on LRP. They literally signed up 6 months ago, and there really hasn't been any activity on their account at all. So what happens is I keep track of this whenever it happens. And after that 6 months, I make sure that those are the very first people that I contact. I follow up with them. Maybe I offer them something. I check in with them, make sure that they're using their oils, because sometimes 6 months goes by and people just forget. Remember, they're not doing this as a business like you are. So it's very easily for some people to just fall out of a new habit because they really didn't establish that ground. So maybe offering a membership overview for them, just checking in on them, seeing if they need anything from you. Maybe they need a refresher. Maybe a one-on-one would be good. And then at that time, if they were ready to order again, or they go, oh yeah, I've been meaning to order. And I would just say, you know, I would absolutely love that. And my team has actually grown since I had seen you last. And I was wondering if you would be okay with sending off an email so that I could actually move you from my front line just down further into my organization. Most people, they're like, oh yeah, whatever, it's no big deal. There's no cost change for them. All they have to do is send an email to move them off of your front line. This would only happen if you have a builder who is committed for you to move people off of your front line and put them underneath them. That's only going to happen if you have a committed builder. If you don't have a committed builder, if you have, you know, Aunt Sally who just likes to order all the time, you're not going to do that. You're not going to put everybody under Aunt Sally. Only committed builders. So with that 6-month move is you can actually change the sponsor. You're not going to change the enroller. You're going to always be the enroller on your enrollments. Sponsor means placement. So what you'll do is you'll just pre-type it up, and I have it if you guys need it. Your upline has it. It's just a template email, and it's just requesting for that person's sponsor to be changed to whomever you would like. You need their name and their Wellness Advocate ID number. You send it into placements@doterra.com, and then they will change that for them. And then that person is no longer on your front line, and it's underneath, you know, awesome builder Kelly. And you'll just bump that person down to your second level. It's nice because then you can just start to see your organization kind of flourish down. And as you know, the further down they go, the bigger percentage you get on UTA level, which is where your residual income really comes into play. So, and it can also boost up some of your builders' volumes for them to hit ranks. But you're still the sponsor, so you're still that person's sponsor. I hope that makes sense. That's really my tips and tricks with following up. Is it's so simple, but yet most people forget about it. So it's one of those things that we forget about to do a lot, but it's actually one of the most easiest tricks in the book. And it's the most successful trick in the book because it makes you the most money. So really just be intentional with who you talk with. Remember that you're building relationships. Try to check in with people, be courteous, and try not to just forget about people that bought from you maybe in the very beginning if you've been doing this a long time. You know, try to look up when people renew. If you remember that you've been doing it a year and you had your first class, well, guess what? You have customers that have been with you for a year, and you should probably honor that and give them something, or give them a thank you, or offer to take them to coffee, you know, and just say, hey, can I just give you a coffee card, or can I take you out to coffee for being a customer of mine for a year? I really appreciate you supporting my business for a year. Just to have that extreme and amazing and brilliant customer service, because it speaks volumes. And then absolutely, they would be the first person to refer you to somebody else. So that is our little chit chat tonight. We will be back next Sunday, and I wish you guys all a great evening. And I challenge you guys to start following up with your people. Just look in your back office on your list of people that you enrolled, and start from the top and just go down and start following up with all those people. If you never did membership overviews with any of them, do it. It's never too late for a membership overview. So I wish you all a very good evening, and I hope you guys have a good night, and we will catch you next week.